Lawrence County Auditor. I'm here today with my grandmother, Hilda Stevens, and she is an expert pie maker. Grandmother, if you want to show us what you do to make your pie crust. We're going to make chess pie today, is that correct?
Right.
Okay, so this ought to be fun as we talk back and forth together. So, all right, Grandmother, hit it.
Okay, the first thing is to make one pie crust. You measure 1 cup of flour. And where's my salt? Now I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Will you just put it in your fingers?
Well, you can, if you've been doing it long enough, you know.
Okay.
So,
All
we'll
right.
mix this up. Then we're going to add our Crisco, which I have not got out of the refrigerator.
All right. Yeah,
It's best to have your Crisco cold. That's what makes a pie crust that is crispy.
How long did you leave it in there? How long did you leave the Crisco in the refrigerator?
Well, Crisco always stays in the refrigerator, but I forgot to put it in there today.
Okay.
I had to open a new pan,
All right.
and I forgot to put it in the
All right.
refrigerator.
Well, good.
And now I blend this together till it looks like crumbs. I like to do it this way. When I was in the first grade, and I was 7 years old at that time, and I came home with the measles. So my mom went in the field, but the biggest one stayed in the house with the younger children. And she had strawberries there, and she asked me to hold the strawberries while she was out with the other kids. And when she came back, I had made my first strawberry pie
At 7 years old.
at 7 years old.
Well, is that the one you baked?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we baked it. We ate the whole thing. I have no idea what it was like, but that was my first pie.
Now, who taught you how to do this? Who taught you how to make crust?
My mom.
Okay. So you'd watched her make pies before you made this?
Yes, my mom always she used lard in the flour, and she used 2 forks.
To do what you're doing there?
Yes, but
Okay.
this is the best thing that ever came along.
Look what that looks like. And you've been doing that for about 5 or 6 minutes, I guess.
Yes.
5 minutes.
And I think that's enough. 6 teaspoons of ice water.
Tablespoons.
Tablespoons, yes. And up to 6. I have it about ready now. A little flour on your counter. Just a little bit, just enough so you can get it to stick together.
Just regular old
Saran wrap.
So you cover it in saran wrap.
And we will put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes and let it rest. It'll get colder all the way through where you use the
Okay.
ice water.
Okay.
And that makes your pie crust crispier.
So you got that out of the...
Taking it out of the refrigerator, now I'm going to roll it out and make a pie crust. And you want to take a little flour and put this all over your, not too much.
Now tell us about your rolling pin.
And this rolling pin was given to me at our shower when Kermit and I got married in 1948. And my father-in-law worked with the American Car Company in Huntington, West Virginia, and he worked in the machine shop. And he and his buddies got together and made me this rolling pin, and it's perfect still today.
Handmade.
Handmade, oh yes. They made it in their shop. And see, it's on rollers in there.
Oh, wow.
And they even painted it green, but I wore that off.
How many pie crusts have you made with that rolling pin?
I'd like to have that money. And I have found to make good pie crust, don't press down on your pie crust, just kind of push it. You want to just push it and make it go out like you're just pushing the air out of it. Make it go, and I think that's what makes a crispier crust. I could be wrong, but I think that makes it crispy.
So you're just using the weight of the...
Of the rolling pin to roll it. Just to push it out and don't press down.
I've noticed you treat it really tender, almost.
You have to. If you don't, you'll just have a hard spot in your crust. That looks about right, but let's see. We're good. There's your perfect crust. Let me get it over here a little bit. we go. Now you want to trim the sides.
We do this. Can I eat it?
Well, no, I'm gonna roll it up and you bake it and you take it and you put cinnamon and brown sugar on it and make.
Well, I never get any of that. That probably never makes it out of the kitchen.
And now to make your pie crust look nice, take 2 thumbs and put them together and just push them like that. And you can do pie crust a lot of other ways. I've made like rope and put around there, and you can take a fork and stick it around the sides and however you do, but I just like to do this and I think it makes for a pretty pie crust. Okay, pie crust is all ready.
All right, what's next?
Now we're going to mix the pie together. We're going to put 2 eggs. And we're going to put our can of milk. You
Show
need
what that is.
5 ounces of carnation milk. This little 5-ounce can, that's what you use. Use 2 eggs. And I add my vanilla. And that should be a teaspoonful. And
I love your measure. Do we need to get you some measuring spoons for
I have
Christmas?
some I don't use.
Eggs, milk, and vanilla, and then
And
what
we're
is
gonna
this?
add a stick of melted butter. And this is real butter. I think that makes the best pie.
I'll tell you what. So we got eggs, butter, and milk.
Now we're adding 1 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of flour to the pie. That's all it takes. The flour has like those little bubbles around the side. That's when it's mixed good. Okay. And now take this and pour it into our pie shell. Well, this counter is messy. Don't drop it. And there you have your chest pie ready to go in the oven at 350 degrees for 55 minutes. Boop, boop, boop. Here you come. Now it'll settle down there a little bit.
Grandmother, thank you so much for showing us how to make a pie. I know I've sat in the living room while you've made them many a time and walked in on Thanksgiving whenever they smell good, but I thought it would be fun to share with everybody some of my grandmother's secrets on making pie, and it was really good. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I have, and we're going to eat this piece of pie here, or at least 1 piece apiece. So anyway, thank you very much. I need a hug.
Yes.
Thank you, grandmother. All right,
Now
very
let me
good.
get a pie plate and you can put it
All
on
right,
the
we're
pizza.
eating.